Good morning. It's Friday, April 24th. It's math. So get your math pages out, please. If you don't have them, pause the video and go get them. We're going to have a quick lesson today, okay? Thank you. All right, boys and girls, let's check our work from yesterday. Yesterday we were talking about equal amounts, adding money up, okay? So you have money from here and money from here. You're going to combine it. You're going to add together and find out how much money you have. So on the back, on page 182, this is where we're going to check. Now, I'm not going to write anything down. I'm just going to walk you through it and give you the answers, okay? Kristen and Mia each bought a coloring book for 90 cents, and they want us to picture the amount two different ways. Remember, our pictures are going to be, coins are going to be circles with the amount in the middle, okay? The value in the middle. And so 90 cents, okay? Well, that's could be 75 cents, which would be 3/4 plus a dime and a nickel. That could be 9 dimes, 9 dimes. It could be 18 nickels, okay? Or combinations of there, okay? Think of the combinations you have for quarters, okay? And you can substitute those for quarters, okay? There are a lot of ways to make 90 cents. Those need to be different ways, and they both need to add up to 90 cents, okay? You could do 2/4 and 4 dimes. You could do 2/4, 2 dimes, and 4 nickels. Okay, there are a lot of different ways. You can still use pennies, but not more than 5. I don't want you drawing 90 pennies, okay? Even though they are worth 90 cents. So there's a lot of good ways to make 90 cents. Mark and Sean each bought a tennis ball for 80 cents, okay? Well, 75 is just a little less than 80, so my first way I'm going to show is 3/4 and 1 nickel, because 75 plus 5 is 80. Okay, let's see, what's another way? 2/4, which would be 50 cents, and 3 dimes, which is 30 cents, and 50 plus 30 is 80. So that could be another way. You can't have more than 3/4, okay, because that's too much. You could have 1/4, 2 dimes, and let's see, that makes a quarter, 35, 45, and so you need another 45 cents. So say another 9 nickels. You could do 9 nickels with that, okay? Let's see, we could do 3/4 and 5 pennies. Okay, that's another great way. You could do 2/4, which is 50 cents, and then you could have 6 nickels with that, okay? There's a lot of great ways to make 80 cents. Make sure they're both different and that they actually add up to 80 cents. Have an adult check it if you're not sure, okay? Because I can't see your paper, boys and girls. You can't stand up and say, I drew, you know how we do. I call on you and you tell me what you have, and then I help you. And I go, yeah, that's excellent. Or, did you think about, okay, so I can't do that because we can't talk to each other, and it's just driving me crazy, boys and girls, because I miss being together with you and getting to interact. That is just absolutely making me insane. I don't know about you. Maybe you get tired of hearing my voice, but I am not tired of hearing your little voices and hearing what you have to say and hearing your great responses and hearing how your brains work, because you guys have absolutely fabulous brains, and I love hearing what you come up with. And so I would have loved to have heard all the different ways that we came up with 90 cents. And I bet we would have had almost everybody be able to stand up and tell a way that they had 90 cents that was different from somebody else, okay? So let's keep going to 3 and 4. We have 3 dimes plus 3 nickels. Well, 3 dimes is 30 cents, and the 3 nickels are 15 cents. So you should have 30 cents plus 15 cents equals 45 cents. Make sure you have your cent sign, okay? That's very important. Then on number 4, we have 2/4. They're each worth 25 cents. 25, 50. So that's 50 cents. Okay. And then we have 1/4 and 2 pennies. So it's 25, 26, 27. So we have 27 cents. So 25 plus 27 is, it's 50 plus 27. Oh, Miss Karen, I didn't write it down, sorry. 50 plus 27, 77, okay? I knew the answer, and I was like, that doesn't add up right, Miss Karen. Okay, there we go. We crossed off number 5. All right. And so we have checked that work. I hope you did well. If you're not sure if your responses are okay, please get an adult or an older sibling who really knows how to count change well. Get them to check that for you, okay? All right, so let's turn to this page right here. Adding money, adding dollars. Woo, now we're getting to the big stuff, okay? We have $1 bills, $5 bills, and $10 bills that we're going to deal with, okay? So, boys and girls, I don't want you to draw a picture of George Washington or Abraham Lincoln or Thomas Jefferson. I don't need you to draw those pictures, okay? What we're going to do for dollars when we are drawing pictures, okay, is we're going to show those dollars as a big rectangle. Okay, and here's my coins in comparison. That would be my coin. Okay, and you don't have to make it that big, but here's how we're going to show $1, $5, and $10 in our drawings, okay? That's going to be our drawings and how we show those, okay? $1, $5, $10. So draw a rectangle because dollar bills and money bills are rectangles. And then you're going to put the value inside. Okay, we also have $20 bills, $50 bills, $100 bills. I showed you some $2 bills. They don't make those anymore, but I have some and they're real money, but I don't spend them because they're rare now. So ones, fives, tens is all we're going to talk about, okay? And just like our pennies, our nickels, and our dimes, we're counting by ones, we're counting by fives, we're counting by tens. So that should be really simple, okay? The problem is, now we have a new way of showing our amounts. So now we can have $1.50. Boys and girls, remember all year long I've been saying, please don't say 352, because I told you that and is a decimal point, okay? So here's where and comes in and where you can use it properly. $1.50. That little decimal point means and, okay? Everything on this side of the decimal point is dollars. Everything on this side is cents, okay? So this is 50 cents. This is $1. It's $1.50, okay? And we're going to put that dollar sign in front. Okay, our cent sign goes in the back. Okay, and that's the big thing you need to take away from all of what we're going to do today. Okay, those are the big ideas, that we're going to write them this way when we make pictures, and that we're going to show a different kind of notation. Okay, all right. So now I also want to talk about $1 is equal to 100 cents. Okay, so 100 cents is also $1. Okay, so now when we have 4 quarters and they say, how much is that? We can say it's $1. You can use a $1 by itself, just the one. If there's no cents, you can just write it like that. Okay, when we have cents, we have to use that decimal point and put our cents behind the decimal point, okay? Those are the big ideas, boys and girls, that we have, okay, that we need to understand. All right, so here we go. Dollars, adding money. They show you a picture of $1, $5, and $10, okay? Our money is printed in a particular way. It has to be on the right kind of paper. It has to be printed in a certain way. It has to have certain things on it, or it's not real money, okay? And so, this is not real money. It's not the right size. It's not on the right paper. It's just a picture of money, okay? So it's not real money, okay? Number 1, write the value 3 different ways. Taylor put 100 pennies in a jar. 100 pennies in her jar. Oh, I wonder if it's a lip sync jar. Taylor put 100 pennies in a jar. Okay, so how can we write that? Different ways. Okay, so let's talk about that. 100 pennies in a jar. 100 pennies. So what is 100 pennies? If I was going to count them up, how much would I come up with? Well, I could come up with 100 cents. And my little cent sign behind it. Okay, 100 cents. That's 100 pennies. I could say it is $1.50. and 0 cents. And my dollar sign goes here. There's no cent sign now. We only use one or the other. Or I could just say $1. Okay, because there are no cents, 0, 0, I can just write it without the cents. Okay, so these are the 3 different ways you can write 100 cents, or show me the value of 100 pennies. 100 cents, $1, $1. Okay, so 100 pennies is the same as $1. So that's kind of like when we're doing our base 10 and we say that 100 ones is equal to 100. Okay, so we still have here ones, tens, and hundreds. Ones, tens, and hundreds. This is our pennies, this is our dimes, and this is our hundreds. $1 is 100 pennies, okay? So when we get into adding money, we can use it just like we have been doing, even with renaming. We don't have to worry because we're still talking about a base 10 system. We're still talking about a system based on tens. Okay, so when we add money, it's the same thing we've been doing. That's why we needed to do 3-digit addition, boys and girls, because this is not going to be hard at all. Okay, so number 2, it says circle the coins needed to make $1. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarters. I think that's too many. Let's talk about it. Let's count it. Let's count up and let's use our chant. 25, 50, 75, $1. Oh, I only need 4 quarters. So what are you going to circle? You're going to circle 4 quarters, okay? I'm just making sure my video is still going. Okay, it is. my camera did something kind of weird and it made me kind of a little nervous there for a second. I'm sorry, boys and girls. Circle 4 quarters because that's what we need to make $1. That 1 quarter is going to be left out. That quarter is not needed to make $1. So that's what we're talking about, making $1. And then it asks you how many quarters equal $1. And you need to write an answer in that blank. How many quarters equal $1? 4. Okay, good. Good. Number 3. Okay. How many coins, how many dimes do I need to make $1? Well, let's think about that. If I need 10 tens to make 100, how many dimes do I need to make $1? 10. You think 10? Okay, let's count. Let's count by tens until we get to $1. Okay, and we're going to count cents. 10 cents, 20 cents, 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents, 60 cents, 70 cents, 80 cents, 90 cents, 100 cents, or $1. So how many dimes do I need? 10. I need 10 dimes. So circle 10 dimes and count by twos, boys and girls. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So you're going to circle all but 2 of those dimes. Circle 10 dimes. And then write in the blank, how many dimes does it make to equal $1? Okay, so now we know that we need 4 quarters for $1, 10 dimes for $1. Okay, they're both equal to dollars. Now you might say to me, Miss Karen, what do we do when we have quarters and we got to add that? That doesn't fit into base 10. No, it doesn't, but I can't say, I can still add it, okay? Or I can say it this way, 25 cents plus 25 cents, and I'm still going to show renaming, and I get 50 cents. So I can still add my quarters using the same way I've been doing, okay? But quarters don't fit into base 10, do they? We don't have any 25s in base 10. That's why you need to memorize 4 quarters equals $1, because it's easy to think about the dimes, okay? And it's easy to think about the dollars, okay? And the pennies. They all fit into that base 10, okay? Nickels also don't fit into base 10, do they? But we can still add them up, okay? We can count by 5s. That's not hard, all right? Number 4, write the value sign. Value using the dollar sign. Write the value using the dollar sign. So we're just going to use this method right here, okay? All right? So it says, how many dollars do we have here? We have a Lincoln and a Washington, a 5 and a 1. $5 plus $1 equals $6. So write $6. That's all you have to write right there. Erase all this other so it's not confusing. Okay, $6. What's another way you could write that? So that's what we're putting in the blank. Let's put another way underneath. $6. Okay. We can also write $6.00. Okay. So we can write it two different ways. All right. Number 5. I have a $10 bill and a $5 bill. How much is that? Write it two ways. Write it this way in the blank, and then underneath it, write it the different way. All right. Do number 6 by yourself. Count those up. What did you get? $16. Good. Write it, okay, in the blank with a dollar sign, and then underneath, show me that other way you can write it with the decimal point and the dollar sign, please. Okay. Good. Now, number 7, 8, 9, and 10 are all about what does this look like when we put it into just numbers and dollar signs. We don't have the actual money here. Okay. Sometimes when you look at your mom's grocery receipt, I want you to look at that from now on. They don't use the dollar signs all the way down, but the dollar signs at the bottom. And they put money in decimal. Okay. They're going to, if something costs $19.99, it's going to be like this on the receipt. Okay. And then if she buys something for 50 cents, it's going to be there on the receipt like that. Something for 35 cents. Okay, something for $1.25, okay? It's going to show up on the receipt like that, and it's going to go all the way down. It's going to add everything up. But money can be written like this, and then my answer would be put down here, okay? So that's 19, 10, 15, 18, 20, 12, $22.09, okay? All right, and you'll learn how to do that later, okay? But $22.09, okay? Did I throw you off when I showed you I renamed 2 10s? Okay, so here we go. We're just gonna add things with zeros in the dollars, in the cents, so that's easy, okay? $1 plus $2, $3, okay? And number 8, $5 plus $2 is $7, okay? I don't have to do anything fancy, okay? Make sure you have your dollar sign there, boys and girls. Make sure you put the decimal point in the right place. It's not money if you don't use the dollar sign and the decimal point, okay? That's very important. It's very, 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 very important, okay? All right? Here we go. Number 8 and number 9. Number 9 and number 10. Do them by yourself really quick. What'd you get for number 9? $17. What'd you get for number 10? $20. Okay? And this is how they should all look. Okay? All right, boys and girls. This is an important skill as well. The most important things I need you to take away from this are that we need to use a dollar sign and a decimal point if we're going to show cents, okay? And we can show cents that are not just zeros, okay? We can show cents that are all kinds of cents, okay? These cents that we've been adding up here, they go in those two places right there, okay? The other thing that I want you to take away is that the dollar sign or the cent sign can be used, either one, but not both at the same time, okay? 4 quarters adds up to $1. 10 dimes equals $1. 100 pennies equals $1, okay? How many nickels would I need to make $1? 20 nickels. Okay, good. Boys and girls, I want you to turn this page over. This is what we're going to do. We're not going to do it. No more math today. That's it, okay? Now, you are going to have an assessment on Tuesday. There is no video for that assessment. That assessment is going to be about pennies and nickels and dimes and quarters, okay? And this equal amounts and adding money, okay? You may use these pages to help you on that assessment, okay? I have no problem with that, okay? Because the answers are not here, but the things that you need to apply are here. Okay. And so I want you to remember what money is about, what it represents. Okay. Next week, we're going to go through all those problems. We're going to do some adding of money, seeing if we have enough money to buy something. We're going to do those things. We will not be assessed on those things. Okay. Your last math assessment is on Tuesday. Okay. And I need you to get it done. I need you to do your very best, but I need you to use your own brain. Okay. And also, boys and girls, on the only assessment you are not allowed to use a book or work pages is your spelling test. Your spelling test, you need to put your workbook away, put your spelling list away, and do that spelling test because it's not dictation anymore. And so you don't need all of that. Okay? You didn't when you did dictation and you don't now. So put all that away and take your spelling test. Okay? Your history assessments, you can use your book. Your reading assessment, you can use your book. Your math assessment, you can use your pages. I have no problem with that. Okay? Your English assessments, you can use your pages. I have no problem with that. Okay? So I see we have quite a few assessments today. English, okay, remember that's about helping verbs in the very beginning of that chapter. You all have a spelling test over list 25, and then each of you has a different assessment for your story that you read in reading. Okay? So get those assessments done. Get them into the little envelope, then take the little envelope and put it in the big envelope, and I will see you on Monday, okay? I love you, boys and girls. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend.